Hey guys, welcome back to this blissful living Mwattu. This is Priscilla. Again, I'm alone, and as I promised, today I'm starting with the series on self-love. I promised you I'm making 30 videos, 30 short videos about self-love. I'm telling you, this has become a very important topic to me. Like, I reached an age in my life, you know, ladies, like that age that has 205 on it. And I was just like, wait a minute, stop everything, just press the pause button. And I was like, where are we? What am I doing with life, you know? And yes, the journey took me back to myself. I'm still learning, and this has taken me 5 years. Self-love journey, year number, we're on year number 5, and still I haven't figured so many things out. So don't see me as a teacher, don't see me as someone who has figured things out. I have learned much. Oh yes, if we go back 5 years ago on my self-love journey, where I was then, honey, that's not where I am now, and that's beautiful. But I need you to just see me as Priscilla, as let's just do this as a chat. I need you to comment below. Every time we make a video, I will just leave a question, and just do me a favor. I don't want this to be a monotone. Want it to be a dialogue, so please comment so that I can answer, suggest what I can talk about, which areas of self-love I can just go in more deeply. So to our topic today, first and foremost, what is self-love? Self-love is treating yourself similar as if you're treating someone you love, someone you cherish. You understand? Just imagine you've got a best friend, you've got a honey boo, a bae, and the way you treat those people. Just imagine right now. Just think of someone you really like, you really love. Every time you think about that person, you just get a smile. The person that makes you like glow up, the person that makes you like be responsible but also be a girl, you know, like at the same time. That person. Now just imagine whatever you have been doing for that person, because you cherish them, because you love them, whatever you've been doing for that person, now self-love says you have to do that for yourself, right? I hope I've explained it very well, that you've understood me. Anywho, self-love has very many there are very many departments in self-love. And for the 5 years that I've gone through the self-love journey, or I'm still on the self-love journey, I have noticed that I was always on like one-sided, you know. Like, first of all, I will mention I've been a Christian for 8 years. This October marks 8 years of me being a Christian, and 8 years Christian, and self-love journey has been 5 years. That means when I started my self-love journey, I was 3 years old in Christianity, right? So these 3 years, the 3-year-old Priscilla then in Christianity, so concentrated onto the spirituality part of it, the spiritual rather part of it, of self-love, of talking to God. I learned, oh, I can talk to God actually, and this is how they talk to God, and this is how God can calm me down, and this is how God has sent the Holy Spirit. Jesus has left us with the Holy Spirit so that he can make me a wiser woman, a wiser girl then. So I concentrated onto that part of spirituality. In many cases, we are just one-sided. We are not balanced. Like, we have either the spiritual and we forget the physical appearance, or we've got the physical appearance. Oh my God, do we have the physical appearance, and we leave the other part aside? You understand? Or we leave, this is good, we are really good at the spiritual. We are really looking flashy and classy and beautiful and melaninated and all that. But then the mental, oh my God, we leave the mental health, mental aspect totally, completely untouched. I don't know why. I don't know. My husband is right now doing an awareness about mental health, and the caption that he is using, he has to do push-ups every day, and the caption that they are using on that challenge is amazing. It says, you grumble and complain about back pain, about stomach ache, I think, and but you forget you forget to say, I'm mentally down today. First and foremost, set your intentions, right? Get honest with yourself and ask yourself, what areas do I want to tackle and why? Right? Like I mentioned, there are so many, there are departments in this thing. It's not just self-love and you go in your bathroom and you have a wellness day and you make your nails and you make your lips and you make your, no, that's part of it, right? So just ask yourself, be intentional first and foremost. Intentional means get a notebook, write things down. This is also another aspect of self-love. Journaling is part of it. I have got so many so many notebooks. I've got so many journals. My husband I will not say that, but he thinks it's a little bit too much. But it helps me because I love words first and foremost. Secondly, it just helps me if I've got something here or here, regardless of if it's good, if it's negative, if it's positive, if it's just the happiest day of my life. I just need it to scramble it somewhere. I just need to put it somewhere. So this is why you see, or you will see in the next videos, I've got like thousands of this. I've got like this one. This one is so sweet. It says make cupcakes, not war. I've got this one. This one was for 2020, the year that almost failed, but we haven't failed yet, right? This one was for 2020. Known to make, I bought this extra because I was in a certain area of my life. I was making war with myself, so I was just like, when I saw it, I'm just like, no, make cupcakes, not war, Priscilla. Very truthful to yourself. Listen, we can go outside there with beautiful faces or beautiful made up faces. I'm talking about makeup, or beautiful hair, or beautiful whatever it is, my sisters and brothers. But and we can put up a false face, we can put up a false what is it called, reputation, you understand, for others. But the one person you cannot lie to is yourself. Believe me, it is yourself. So be truthful on this journey. Listen, nobody's seeing you, nobody's watching you. This is the beauty about self-love. Like, this is for you. Once you are onto that journey, you've started that journey of self-love, it shows on the outside. You are more confident, one. Number two, you glow. You just glow. I'm telling you, I've been glowing for 5 years. So if any of you was asking themselves, why does she look different? Why is her accent different? To this journey, and it's beautiful. It gets you places where you'll be like, wow, this is me. You know, you get more satisfied. You fall in love with so many things, with life itself, because you're like, you know exactly what you want and what you don't want, right? Because you know, this is me and this is not me. I can do this, I cannot do this, because you know yourself. So anyway, back to the point. What do you want to tackle? If it's the physical appearance, ask yourself, why am I wanting to change my physical appearance to these rather than these, right? Why do I want to go from A to B? Ask yourself, write those things down, and answer yourself truthfully. Number two, set boundaries if necessary. Look, once you start that journey, once you go deep on that journey, many people around you are not going to understand you in very, very on various events. You understand? First and foremost, you're going to start speaking different, right? You're going to start, thinking different. You're going to start communicating. You're going to start rather relating to people very different than you used to. And if you care about those who are around you, I suggest you sit down, you tell them, listen, I don't want this and this in my life, so I have decided to change it. And here is how you don't even need to go in the depth, but tell them, let them know, I just want this different. So just in case you see me not laughing at your jokes because they're dirty, I don't want to laugh at dirty jokes anymore. I want to laugh at something else, right? That was an example. So just let the people know, communicate, let them know there is something going on, there is something growing into your life, there is something you are trying to grow so that you get to a different point in your life. Very good. Number 3, invest in yourself. Just invest in yourself, and this goes for both money and time. To go deeper and bear very much fruit, beautiful fruit that will show, that will help others help themselves, you need to invest. You need to understand, because listen, what I've learned in the last 5-6 years, if you don't know something, you don't know something, and you're not going to change because you don't know. You understand? Knowledge is power. I'm telling you, knowledge has power. If you know something, you are going to do something about it, and you're going to change something about it. But if you don't know, you don't know. You're always going to be the same person who says the same things, who speaks the same language, who communicates with the same people, who relates to the same people. Like there is no growth, right? So invest in yourself, money and time. Time. Start reading books. Start reading books about self-love. Get to know what do I want to change, like we said on the first point, being intentional. What do I want to change? Okay, I want to change physical appearance. Read. Why do I want to change my physical appearance? Why am I not okay with what I am now, right? And maybe if you start reading about why people want to change the way they look, maybe you will get more information that will tell you, actually, maybe you don't want to change the way you look. Maybe it's just your inside that is kind of making you think, oh, my outside is not looking nice, right? So maybe it's the inside you have to change. But if you don't read these things, you will not know, right? So invest in books, right? I'm reading a very beautiful book, just letting you know. It's called Deliberately Selfish. I would recommend this book if you're starting a self-love journey. It's from a Ugandan motivational speaker, but also a counselor. She's called Bahati, Miss Bahati Hilda. She knows what she's speaking of, really. It's called Deliberately Selfish. It's really a nice book, just to show you. I've got so many self-love and personal development books, but I would recommend this for the first video. It is a beautiful book. It has helped me, and I can so relate to her. Excuse me, I'm not saying I can't relate to anybody else who writes these books. I've got many, but I can so relate to her. I don't know why, but I've also been, like, the last 5 years, like I said, I've been watching her shows. She appears on TV, on a Ugandan TV network. So I was following her, and when the book came out, I was like, I have to read, because I already knew her thoughts lines, like how she thinks. So I thought, okay, let me just read a book on that. So this is a beautiful book, Deliberately Selfish. I'm not paid to do this. Like I said, I was helped. If you're ready to tackle the self-love journey, you have to set your intentions and be truthful to yourself. Very important. Number two, you have to set boundaries, and if necessary, please do communicate with the people surrounding you, so that when you decide to go on that journey, they already know what to expect. And they don't even have to know what to expect, but at least when you have alerted them, they already know when certain things happen. She is on her journey, she is doing ABC. You understand? For them, it will make it easier for them and for you to give you that space which will be necessary on that journey. Number three, like I mentioned, invest in yourself, honey. Invest in yourself. You are the most important person in your life. You want to believe it or you don't want to believe it. It is the truth. That is the fact, the truth. Buy the books, buy the good skin products, whatever it is. Invest the money, invest the time, go to that course. Set time apart to read the Word of God. Set time apart to read about issues that you think you have to get better into. Or even, and go back to number one, your intentions. If your intentions are, I have to go back into my childhood. Why am I doing ABC? Many times you have to go back to your history to see why you do certain things the way you do them, or why you understand or you see life the way you see it. You have to go back. I need to add on to this. This is so important, and I've got a feeling, I would say, Black women, many women of color don't really, not all, but well, many have started, but many are still a little bit in denial, are still skeptical of it. Getting a therapist, honeys, this is important. This is your life. I read yesterday a quotation, and I would please want to read it to you. It was said by Dr. Kristen Voorhies. I will just leave it in the description box because I think it's so important. It says, get a good therapist. Whether you think you need it or not, just do it now and start the work. Black women, especially in this society right now, we carry so much load and we nurture so many people. How true this is. How true this is. I'm telling you. So please go get a therapist if you think it's necessary. It doesn't make you, let me emphasize this, it doesn't make you a non-Christian. It doesn't make you a bad Christian. It doesn't make you a faithless woman just because you want to speak to a stranger about your heartaches, right? Just think about it, please. Would please want to hear from you. Are you on a self-love journey? Have you started? And I would also want to know, where are you right now? Are you on self-care, meditation, personal appearance? Are you on forgiving or unforgiveness? Childhood issues? Where exactly are you? Please let me know in the comment section so that I don't have a feeling of I'm talking alone. So that I get to know where you are, so that I can help you maybe go on further. If you've got a question, if you're stuck, if you are celebrating victories, please let me know, and please share these videos to as so many people as possible if you can, because this is, like I said, this is a series of 30 videos, and I'm telling you, I'm on to this, and I'm loving making them because, like I said, 5 years and still counting of self-love. So please, people get to follow, and maybe you are already above the 30 videos that are coming. So maybe you can also share. Maybe you are wise, you've got wisdom. We need to get to share that video. We need to share that wisdom amongst us so that we also get wise and so that our eyes will be open. Subscribe and click on the bell so that you don't miss any of this goodness. Okay, honeys. Bye. See you in the next video. Thank you very much for joining.